This is me. I'm 24 years old, and this is my story. So I had just moved out of my parents' place into my own apartment, and I was really excited, but also kind of scared because I had just $100 left in my bank account after paying my rent and all my bills. I didn't have any money left to spend, and I was wondering, how am I gonna not make it through the month? There was still a lot of stuff that I had to learn, and there were a lot of mistakes that I made along the way, especially at the beginning. That is to be expected when you're relearning something new, and starting your own business is never easy. But it taught me everything I needed to know and gave me all the tools that I needed to succeed. You can absolutely start a business with no money. I know it seems like everyone is trying to sell you some magical course or program that will change your life, but this is different. This is something that has genuinely changed my life, and I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't believe in it 100%. I was able to apply everything I learned directly to my store, but if you're willing to do that, then this is definitely something you should consider. But I feel like these are the types of stories that inspire me, and I hope they can inspire you too, hearing about other people's journeys. Remember that there are people out there who have already walked the path that you're on. Reach out to them and ask for help. They'll be happy to help you out. Direction, and that is where a good mentor or teacher can really help you out. I've got plenty more stories just like this one that I'd love to share with you. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any new videos. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. You can learn from my mistakes and use that knowledge to get ahead. Don't be afraid to ask for help or advice. There's no shame in that. We all need help from others at some point in our lives. So don't be afraid to reach out and grab that helping hand. Someone who has already gone through the process and knows what they're talking about can really make a big difference in your life. And that's what I try to be with my channel. I share my experiences and what I've learned so that you don't have to go through all the trial and error yourself. And how they got to where they are now is something that has always motivated me to keep pushing forward and do more with my life. If you decide to check it out and you end up buying it, please let me know. We all on this journey called life, and we all trying to figure it out as we go. So don't be afraid to show vulnerability and let others see your true colors. I promise you, you lines find plenty of people who appreciate you for who you are and are willing to help you out. I'd love to connect with other people who are interested in this stuff. And I was surprised at how quickly I was able to get up and running. I wasn't earning very much at my full-time job, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. There was also a private Facebook group for students in the course. Now, I'm someone who likes working alone and doing things by myself, so joining a group of other people was definitely out of my comfort zone. But I decided to join anyways, and I am glad I did because I got to talk to people who were going through the same struggles that I was, and I got to learn from their experiences as well. I was also able to post questions whenever I needed help with something, and the other members were always willing to help. And even though my job was okay, but I haven't talked about the actual results that I got from it. Well, I can tell you that it completely changed my life, and I owe a lot of my success to it. After I finished the course and launched my store, I was blown away by how many orders I got. Within the first few weeks, I was making hundreds of dollars a day, and it just kept going up from there. My entire life changed within a matter of months. I was able to pay off all my debt, and I had enough money left over to save for almost a whole year without working. I mean, that's crazy, right? All this from a $100 investment. I knew that if I wanted to make some real money, I needed to start a side hustle. This experience taught me a lot about myself and what I'm capable of. Before this, I had no idea that I could build a successful business and make a full-time income from it. But after going through this whole process, I realized that I can do anything that I set my mind to. I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I don't know everything about business, but I learned everything that I needed to know, and I was able to build a successful business. If I can do it, then anyone can, but what should I do? What's something that I could do to earn some extra income? So because I couldn't afford to buy anything, I had two options. Either spend the $100 that I had left over on something nice to eat or save it so I can use it for something else later. I decided to save it instead of spending it because even though it would have been really nice to get some new clothes or a new video game, I knew that I shouldn't. So I put the $100 into my savings account. Now, usually I would just leave it there and forget about it. But this time I came across an ad on YouTube while watching one of my favorite channels. But basically, it's a step-by-step guide on how to start an Etsy print-on-demand store. It covers everything from coming up with product ideas to creating mockups to pricing your items. The course was super easy to follow, and it was exactly what I needed to get started with my own store. The ad was for a course that teaches people how to start their own Etsy print-on-demand business. Now, I had actually considered starting a print-on-demand store before because I like making art, and I thought to myself, maybe I could sell my designs online and make some money from it. But every time I had thought about it before, I just kind of brushed the idea away because I thought it would be too hard and I didn't want to deal with all the complications of setting up another business. But I had nothing to lose at this point, so I figured why not? And since the $100 that I had saved up was burning a hole in my pocket anyways, I decided to go ahead and buy the course and see where it goes. Now, I don't want to spend too much time talking about the details of the course itself because that is not the point of this video. Now, I'm not gonna lie, even though the course made it sound easy, but that wasn't the only thing that the course provided. Now, I've talked a little bit about how the course helped me get started, but that wasn't the only thing that changed. And if you're thinking, okay, great, this sounds amazing, but I don't have $100 to invest, that's totally fine. And yes, you do need to put in the work and effort if you want to be successful. I'm not sure where I'm going with all of this, but sometimes you just need a little nudge in the right. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. As cliche as it sounds, we're all in this together. If you're ever feeling lost or confused and need some guidance, and hey, if you found this story helpful, please consider subscribing.